What's up, nerds? Welcome to GeekBeast, part of the Geekish Network. This is your daily rundown of geek news from geeks like you. But today is Friday, and Friday means we talk about a little bit of news and a lot of our opinions. We don't share some of our opinions, we share all our opinions with you. I'm your host, Chuck. With me, you have Randy. Say what's up to the people, Randy.
Yo, what's going on, Geek Beast? Chuck, man, what are we talking about tonight?
We need a drum roll for this. This is
Okay.
what we all been waiting for. Deadpool and
Brrr.
Wolverine reveal the naughty popcorn bucket.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you see it? I first saw it. I was like, is that real? Is
I
that
was
real?
wondering,
And I
I
was like,
wanted to
that's
say,
real.
I
That's
was like,
real.
this isn't real. They're not really doing this. And then, yeah, they
Yeah, it's
dropped the
real.
popcorn in, yeah, the oral fixation, we'll put it like that.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Oh man.
so
I think it probably came between that and Deadpool's butthole.
they
And,
weren't
and
gonna
and they
do a
were like, we
butthole.
can't do the butthole. We
Yeah, they
can't do
weren't gonna, yeah, they're not gonna do a
the butthole would
butthole
have been better
popcorn.
though. Imagine they had
No.
both of them. Imagine the other butthole. You go to the theater and there's a butthole there just to
Okay.
shock you. Which one are you buying? Which one are you buying
The
first?
mouth. I'm not buying no butthole popcorn. I'm just not. Fuck
Man,
it.
what's wrong with
No,
you?
I'm not eating
How
out of a
you how
butthole.
you not eating out of Deadpool's butthole?
I'm not eating out of Deadpool's butthole. I just can't do it.
Man, but it's
No.
Wolverine's mouth right now. Maybe they
Mm-hmm.
have a matching set, the butthole and the mouth.
I was like, I
But
couldn't believe they did
I
this.
tripped out.
And
They
it
had
is
the tongue.
amazing.
They gave him a tongue too. I'm surprised Marvel signed off on this.
Well, it is a rated R movie.
It is.
It is a rated R movie. So that's how I imagine they got away with it. And I don't know who signed off on it, but I'm happy for it because this is
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
Mm-hmm. You're not gonna get the butthole one? If they had the butthole one,
No, I will not. I would not be eating out of Deadpool's butthole.
it's a
Under no,
popcorn bucket.
I don't care.
It's a popcorn bucket. That's all I'm saying, Randy.
And all I'm saying is I do not care. But I appreciate you. It's not going to
No,
happen.
the previous novelty buckets were $25 to $50. I have two of them so far. Um, but
I've
I'm
got to.
excited about this one.
I've got to get one. I don't have any popcorn buckets.
Uh-huh. You gotta get one. So when you're
Yeah.
watching something at home with the missus, y'all can eat out of Wolverine's mouth.
Jesus. I'm fine with eating out of Wolverine's mouth.
But the missus may want to eat out of Deadpool's popcorn butt
All right.
ass if they make the
And,
ass one.
and she's entitled to do so. I just won't be doing it. She's a grown woman. She can do whatever she wants to. I just won't be doing it.
Years from now, they will look back at 2024 as the war of the popcorn buckets began, and Ryan Reynolds made that statement.
Do I think it'll be a war? But they are expensive, so collecting them
This is,
all.
I think, this
I
is a
actually think
war.
I actually think though it enhances the movie experience. I think it's
It
a
does.
actual reason to go to the movies, to be a
Yeah.
part of that interactive experience. I mean, because right now it's more attractive to stay at home and watch movies. Like, why do I need to go out to a movie theater?
Yep.
Especially if you have large families or mid-sized families and things like that. But I think this gives it an added attraction and enhances the movie-going experience. So I'm all for the popcorn buckets.
What's so crazy is Capcom, the video game company,
Hmm.
they put a tweet up today. So, what kind of Capcom popcorn bucket would you guys like to see?
Yeah,
Like Capcom's like, look, we ain't got a movie coming out, but we'll make your popcorn bucket too.
yeah, man. So you think they'd sell them just without not even at the movie theaters?
Man, they could
Like,
sell Street Fighter popcorn buckets.
yeah, that's
I
what I'm
mean,
saying. So like they could.
At Evo. So Evo's the big gaming tournament. It's in Vegas. It smells like a
Hmm.
boys' locker room. And you go in there, they had this big gaming tournament. It's roughly, I don't know how many people show up to Evo now. It's thousands. It's like thousands, like
Hmm.
tens of thousands of people show up.
Hmm.
And they could sell a popcorn bucket with Street Fighter characters. Give me one Chung Lee's mouth open. I'll buy it.
They can't do that.
Why can't they do that?
They can't do that.
That's Japan. What are you talking about? We're talking about
I
Japan
think
here.
I think it'll be offensive here.
No, it wouldn't. People
I
will
think it
buy
will.
that.
I didn't say they wouldn't. I said I think it'll be
And let you know
offensive.
something. There has been crazier made in the video game industry than that. They would do it.
Yeah, I don't think we're in the
You,
right environment to do that.
you say we're not in the right environment, don't mean they won't do it.
We'll see. I don't think they're going to do it. I could be wrong
uh,
though.
they could use they have a lot of Resident Evil popcorn buckets. They could do a lot of things. Capcom
Oh
can
yeah,
actually get off
yeah,
on this.
yeah. It's
So cheap ass gamer put in an extra large big lady. Big lady's one of the villains in Resident Evil,
mhm.
and she's this really big model. She's sexy. Oh, the sex. They like make a big version of that one. I
We'll
can see them
see.
doing it. I can see them making a Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, Guile, Blanca.
I can see them making them all. I just don't necessarily think it's going to be like the model's going to be with their mouth open for certain characters.
How else would you make it?
I don't know.
What
I don't
Chun-Li
know.
does besides that is spread her legs. So,
I don't think
but she does make they all make noises.
I don't think any of those things are going to happen.
Yeah. The Rodney says the popcorn buckets at Disney are great too. Collect too. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they can come up with a way to make popcorn buckets that it doesn't have to be with your mouth open or your legs open or your
Yeah,
butthole.
they could. They definitely could do that. Definitely they could. But
That's
people will
all I'm
pay
saying.
for that. But people will pay for that.
I'm not saying
I'm
they
I'm
wouldn't.
saying that may be an evil idea at the Geekish Network. You come and we got everybody's mouth open, making it ooh ooh ooh.
We shall
All
see.
your favorite anime, manga, game characters.
Nah,
People
you
will
can
buy
make
into that, especially at
yeah.
tournaments.
I think you can make popcorn buckets for any kind of character.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They could do it.
Yeah,
I can see them doing that.
you know. So
There- There's
and I
there's there's a new industry for popcorn buckets right now.
it
I
it
actually
is.
don't know how well these
I
buckets are selling.
I don't even want them mass produced. I would like them just like limited. So like limited edition ones.
Yeah.
Couple years and that's not. I don't want it to everybody to have one. Like make it cool.
Wow. Wow.
Make it cool. And
Wow.
it's limited to the amount of
Wow.
people that can get it.
Your elitist mindset over
Is
here.
that elitist?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Wow. I don't want everybody to get it.
No, I don't
Okay.
want
I
everybody to
want the
get it.
Rolex that nobody can get.
Kinda.
I
What,
mean,
what if you don't get
that's the
one though?
appeal of the collecting it though.
Exactly.
Is
Thank you,
limited.
Rodney. Yeah, thank
Like
you, Rodney.
a
Wow.
lot of them get sold out. There was all those Disney ones are getting sold out. Like
Yeah, they
come
Yeah,
are. They
on, the
are.
Millennium
They
Falcon
are.
sold
People
out. The
people line up for
helmets sell.
people are prepared for they fly down to
Yeah,
Disney World to get them. I know
yeah,
that.
yeah,
And they're
yeah.
sold out almost instantly.
Right, yeah. You don't let everybody have one.
But the
First
problem
week
is the
sales.
problem is people go in, they buy like 10 of them. They have individual family members buy 10 of them. They go online and resell them to people that can't get there, you know.
I still have
And
I got to get a job. I think I was resisting getting the job of the Hut one, but I think I can try to get the job of the Hut one. So, and that one, yeah, he just opens his mouth and
Yeah, you
see,
could do that. You can
yeah.
do that with Jabba.
But
do
the
it to
stormtrooper
everybody.
one is you open it from below, which reminds me, I think I still have. I got some. They come in bags, so it's not like there's just rotten food in there. But like I do still have. I ended up getting the Star Wars one because it did sell out. But then when I was walking in there the other day, I saw dudes carrying it, and I was like, "Hey!" And I started asking around, and they got like a new shipment in, so I was like, "I got one."
Yeah.
So
Like the figment ones in Disney World, a lot of people couldn't get them. So because people line up at like midnight at the park waiting to get into the park to go get it. So they'll line up at midnight and they'll wait till like 9 o'clock and they'll go in. And if you pay for like one of the high end hotels, you get in early, and so
Okay,
people go over there and grab them at Epcot Park and grab them. It's a thing. It's weird.
okay, okay. But no, I think the popcorn bucket wars, as you put it, I think they're dope. And I'm looking forward to see how creative people can get with them.
Yeah, yeah. I wish they had something with Deadpool and Wolverine together on the bucket, like something that'd be
Uh,
really cool too.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna come out with a few more
Maybe
versions of
they
it.
may just do that one,
Yeah,
and
I think
call
that
it.
I think they're gonna come out with another. At least they will come out with a Deadpool one. I don't know if they'll have one with them being together, but I think they'll come out with one separate
Yeah,
just for
the
Deadpool.
first model they showed Ryan Reynolds posted was Deadpool's bow, which is hilarious. Which is hilarious.
I'm good.
Yep.
So the folks said to hop over to the site and look at the noodle stoppers.
Mm-hmm.
So these sit on top of your ramen? Is that what it
Yeah.
is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, these are actually pretty cool.
Yeah. You
Okay.
And
sent
they
out.
just sit on top of your ramen to
They sent on top of your ramen. Yep.
like it cooks.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hooks
I can
onto your
see
bowl
it.
of ramen. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Japan's an interesting place. And those aren't the hentai ones, which I know do exist.
These are pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Me too.
It's interesting.
It's very interesting. I'm down with it. I'm down to see it. I'm about that. You know? So
Yeah,
it'll
I
be
think.
interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, I think it's definitely gonna get heated up. But again, I want it limited edition.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, and
Like
and
trades and mine are different. Our Ghostbuster ones are different.
hmm But yours is bigger, right?
Mm-hmm. It's
Yeah.
bigger.
And I guess you'll have that for like maybe competing companies like Regal versus AMC
Mm-hmm.
versus another chain
Mm-hmm.
out there. They
This
might just make different ones from all of them.
Shade Stop Man one looks pretty dope.
Yeah. I'm looking at your chainsaw, man. That one is dope.
Yeah.
It just sits on top of your ramen,
Yeah.
your ramen bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind having one of those. Chainsaw Man is really dope. That's dope. That's such a good anime. Yeah. See?
Yeah, no, I'm with it.
Here you go, Randy. Yeah,
Hit on the near one. One of the near ones.
Randy. Here you go. The near
See?
ones?
Right below it.
What are we
Uh,
looking at?
You see it? See that one? The fate?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
oh, this was at 38 bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is
So
that a
yeah.
lot?
For a little thing that
Well,
sit on top of your ramen bowl, yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Just asking.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I
Let's
just
see.
wondering.
And
25 bucks. 25 bucks maybe, but 30.
these are the tame ones.
Yeah, those are the
You
team
know, these
ones.
aren't the Eloy ones. The Eloy ones are what everybody
That's
wants.
a cool website.
Yeah. The Wandering Witch, the third one down. Yep. So it's interesting, you know. But I'm excited about popcorn buckets because now it makes me think of what movies are coming out this summer and what
Yep.
popcorn buckets I want because nobody goes to the movies for movies anymore. And the movies are a very, very, very singular event for everybody in the theater, right? Can't
What do you
check your
mean?
phone. You can't get up. You have to sit there and watch. You have to be attentive the whole entire time. You hear the reaction of people as they watch the movie. It's a very communal, singular event. It's
Yeah, it
kind of like
is.
a sports event. And the fact that we're losing that right now is crazy.
Yeah. And it's interesting, like traditionally in times, like even during economic downtowns, the the movie business was something that was always successful. Even during the Depression, the movie
Hmm.
business did well. But we're seeing the exact reverse of that now. It's almost, I won't say dying, but it's on the decline.
It's because kids learn how to do singular viewing of things at a very young age now too.
Yeah, they don't
You
want to
know,
go out and there are other
no, I mean, you hand a
and,
3-year-old a phone in a restaurant, they're cut off.
and they don't want to go anywhere.
Yeah, well,
And families don't necessarily have to, again, I don't think families have to spend that much money by staying at home. And you can have a equally good experience without being out in the public.
yeah, you can.
So, if I got a Netflix account or if I got a streaming service, I can stay at home and
Hmm.
save 60, $70 by us all watching a movie together, a family movie together.
One of the stays we've done in Netflix was that families are not watching movies together. Like movies are becoming a singular event. It'd be like people aren't spending more time around the television anymore. What happens is mom and dad throw on something on Netflix. Say, hey, let's all watch something on Netflix. Kids will grab a phone or a tablet and go in their room.
No, I
Like,
agree with that. I'm just saying if you did want to
yeah,
watch a actual movie with your
yeah,
family, you know,
yeah.
you don't have to go out and spend $150
No, you don't. You
for that
don't. You don't.
experience. You could stay at home for a lot cheaper.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So,
You know,
yeah. So it's interesting. I wonder in like 10 years what will be of the actual theater business, like going out to the actual theater. Because movies become something like a Broadway play where it's like a unique experience.
that's what it's turned into. Because the theater was a big experience for everybody.
Yeah, it was, yeah. I mean, it's a multi-billion dollar industry, but
Not my
now,
movie. I'm talking about theater, like plays and whatnot.
oh yeah, 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 yeah.
That used
Yeah,
to be how
right.
families gathered.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
that's no
And
no
that
longer gathering.
it's a novelty now. It's like
Hmm.
I've actually never been to a Broadway play, right? I don't go
Hmm.
to the theater at all.
I just went to the theater last week.
Yeah, I don't go to the theater at
I love the
all,
theater. It's like one of my
you know,
favorite places.
you know.
I don't
So
go
how
to the
many
theater enough.
Yeah, so how many people out there have never been to the theater or don't find it entertaining to go to theaters? Like, oh, why would I go to a movie? And now I'm transferring over to movie theaters. Like, why would I go to a movie theater? I can just watch it on Netflix, or
Yeah,
I can just watch clips of it on TikTok.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
It's so funny hearing kids say they watch summaries of stuff. Like I didn't
yeah,
watch. I just watched the summary. Like
so
what?
that's what my daughter does. She does not watch whole projects. I told you I was a couple years ago, I tried to sit down and watch Avatar: The Last Airbender with her. I thought, it'd be a shared experience. Man, she was just going through clips. I was like, wait a minute, wait. She just skipping through clips. And she was like, I was like, how do you know what's going on? She was like, I just watched the clips. And I was just like, what? I can't do this. So I left the room.
Yeah, yeah. You can't. That's hard. That's tough. I don't get it. I don't get it. What's
Yeah,
up, you
so that's
guys?
what
The
they do.
chat's here. Mark and Roselle here.
Yeah,
What's
so
going
yeah,
on?
yeah. So yeah, it's an interesting experience now.
It is crazy.
And so
It's
what happens when all
fascinating.
these what happens when all these 12-year-olds in 10 years they're 22 years old, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
you're like, no, why would I go to the movies? I never went to the movies.
Never went to
Like
the
you said,
movie.
yeah, like you said, we did it in the silos. My parents used to watch something, I'd go to my room on my tablet
Yep.
and watch
On my
something.
tablet and watch something
Or my phone.
else.
Yeah.
Or I'm looking at my phone as we're watching the movie.
Mm,
And when they see
mm,
something exciting, I look up and I already missed it because they just reacted to it.
yeah. Or you'd be like, why at the movies? Like this is fake. Like, yeah, it's fake. I'm used to that TikTok realness.
That's what's interesting too. The quality bar of what we see is lower because it goes into the authenticity of it all.
Hmm.
Like there are a whole bunch of like content creators on YouTube that tell stories. Like Corporate's a rapper out of Chicago, and he does a narrative story, and it's just him talking as people are acting what he's saying in the background, and he's
Yeah.
crushing it. I just heard corporate rap for the first time this year. I have never heard him rap.
Yeah, I mean it's different, right? And they don't like the same kind of comedy that we grew
Mm-mm,
up watching.
mm-mm,
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it's different.
appetites and everything.
It's
It's
really
just it's a
different.
different world. It's really different. It's what
Yeah,
our parents thought
said
about the
about
stuff that we
us.
said about us. Like y'all weirdos. I'm like, nah, they
Yeah,
do it
like we used to
altogether
call each other
different.
dog all the time. Like, nah, dog. Yeah, dog. Nah,
Yeah.
dog. My parents were like, why y'all call each other dog? That is weird to us. We're like, no, it
Yeah.
ain't dog. No, it ain't dog.
Or imagine like when rap came in, they was like they just talking, like
They're
nobody's
just
singing. Like, nah, you're not feeling it, mom. You're not feeling it, dad.
yep,
Yeah, yeah.
yep.
So
It's like I put up that African rapper that's mute. I shared it with me, you, and Dudley.
I
I
haven't
share.
watched it yet.
Oh man, it's amazing. I thought it was parody at first. It's like, oh, this is parody. Then I went to the guy's page, and he's popular. He's like Afrobeat, and he's
there
mute.
there is no more parody, like because
There is
everybody out
none.
there just
Parody and
does.
satire are dead.
They're dead. They're
They're
dead.
it's
They don't
crazy.
exist anymore, right?
No,
Because like because the stuff that people really do is crazier than the satire. The
yeah, it
reality is
is.
crazier than the satire. So it's like Mark, you put a mute
Yes, Mark.
African rapper. Yeah,
Yes,
right.
Mark. Yes, Mark. I'll throw it in the chat for you. Yes, Mark. That is a thing. It happens. We have a
Yeah, man.
friend. He was like, "Nope, not today." He always says no to everything I post because I be posting some wildness in the chat, and he's like, "Really?" I was like,
Yeah,
"Yeah,
man.
this is
And I
real. This is
and
real
I
life."
guess like it has always existed, but there were gatekeepers, and now in an environment where there are no gatekeepers,
Yes.
you just do whatever you want to do, and
Gatekeeping
it's
is
not.
kind of good. I used to be against gatekeeping. Like everybody can do whatever they want. You know, corporations can't control things. Maybe it was a good thing.
I don't know if it was good or not, but we're past the point of that. There are no gatekeepers
There are
anymore.
none, zero.
Anything that you can afford or conceive, you can do, and there's nobody to stop you.
Nobody stop you. Nobody stop you. And if you get an audience, that's on you. Like,
If
like,
you get
like,
it,
like,
that's your
like I tell
thing.
everybody,
Yeah.
I'm not mad at Sexy Red. She got an audience, right? That's not from her.
No, I mean,
She got an audience.
uh, I don't
It
need to go
happened.
down that rabbit hole. But yeah, man.
It
So
did
yeah,
happen.
people just putting it out there, and it's like, hey, if you want to rock with me, and if you
Yeah,
don't,
yeah,
you don't have to.
yeah. Yeah. Speaking of rocking with people, popular D&D group Critical Role is going to ask people to pay. They're like, hey, we want to know if y'all really rock with us. So Critical Role asks fans to pay because YouTube and Twitch suck. Critical Role is going independent-er, so they're going more on their own. First and foremost, Beacon will not impact viewers who have been watching Critical Role on YouTube and Twitch for free. Beacon will exist atop the regular cadence of shows as an extra layer that will offer fans a more unfiltered experience.
I think it's dope. I hope people support it.
Yep.
I love Critical Role.
Yep. For $5.99 a month or $59.99 a year, Beacon members will be treated to a slew of new exclusive programming, such as post-show reactions called CR Cooldown, as well as pretty standard benefits like merch discounts, pre-sales for live event tickets, early access to shows, and private Discord.
Yeah, I think it's dope.
Yeah. They're just evolving their business, and I
Yep,
understand it.
that's it.
And for
And
the
they probably
diehard
want a bigger,
fans, hey.
yeah, and they want a bigger piece of the revenue, and
Mm-hmm.
they make great content, and they should be
Mm-hmm.
compensated for it. Yeah, for their
Yeah.
fans, I hope fans support it. I mean, I'll probably subscribe to it, and we get really good content. I'm fine with this.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's dope. I just want to make sure they do another season of The Legend of Vox Machina.
They are gonna do it. Amazon paying for that.
Yeah, and I
And
think they got another show coming out too
they
that's
do have
on
another show
Amazon.
coming out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Critical Role is
Hmm.
dope.
Unless
Yeah,
Amazon sells off that business, who knows? We live in interesting times these
we do.
days.
We do.
We live
We
in
do.
interesting times.
We're gonna have
Netflix
our
like, come on
first
over here. Come on, give us some of that. Give us
we're gonna
some
have
of
it.
that.
Yeah, the world is
Netflix is going around collecting like money. Like you
Mm,
pay what you owe. Y'all all thought y'all could do this. Now give it here.
I had man, I love to see Amazon and Netflix get into a bidding war for it. So, raise the
Yeah.
production value even higher. Because that damn season two of The Legend of Vox Machina, oh, it was beautiful. It was amazing. We had blue fire. dragon spitting blue fire and
And
go
acid.
acid and going into the
Mm-hmm.
bottom of the ocean and into the heart of the volcanoes. It was just amazing. So, we can get them some more money with their storytelling prowess. I'm all for
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm. And that was Titmouse. I think Titmouse did it all their
Titmouse did the
animation.
production. Yeah,
Yeah,
Titmouse did the
yeah.
production.
That's
I don't
my
know if they
boy
did all of
Chris.
it. Yeah. I know they well, and I know they did season one. I'm pretty sure they did season two, so I think it was. But yeah.
If I'm correct, Titmouse started off as a t-shirt company.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, they started.
Hey
If
man.
I'm correct, Chris and his wife started off as a t-shirt company. They're
Okay.
making t-shirts for video games,
Okay.
and they
Hey,
spun up an animation studio.
yeah, man. Hey, like you just said, they expanded their business model.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, it worked.
That's why I say, I'm all for it. Let's make Critical Role big. I'm gonna subscribe to it. It's only
Yep.
$5.99 a month. Yeah, I'm gonna subscribe to it. And hell, I'm not even caught up on all them damn episodes because they got decades worth of material, man.
They do.
Ain't no
They
way I'm
do.
catching up with
They
that.
do.
And that's just like one property. Yeah, ain't no way I'm
They
catching up
do.
with that. But I think they're amazing, so I want to
You
support
should watch them. So when we start our show, you can subscribe there for $5.99, and you can get your voice acting up
it.
because they get on the voices of the characters.
Oh,
I
it's
just think it's
amazing.
dope how they expanded that. They're like, look, we're gonna do the voice of the animated characters too.
Yeah, yeah. I thought it was dope. I love
Mm-hmm.
everything about them.
Mm-hmm.
So good for them. Good for them.
Good for them. They made a business out of it. A
They
business
did.
out of your D&D game.
That's amazing. It's
That is
amazing.
amazing.
I wonder was that the ultimate object? Because they are like they're all actors and things like that, or were they just genuinely getting together for their D&D game?
Apparently, it was all genuine D&D. They all wanted to learn how to play, and they started playing, or they came from playing D&D, and they kept playing together. And said, "We should stream this."
Do we think, and I know it's growing in popularity, but do we think there'll be like an explosion of D&D that's really, really at the forefront of pop culture?
I don't think it'll get there. I don't think it. I think it's always been there in geek
It always
culture.
exists, yeah,
It's
right.
always been a big thing in geek culture, but I don't think it'd be on the front of pop culture because kids don't have the attention span to sit down and play 2 hours worth of D&D. We just talked about them, Randy. We
These
just had
dumbass
this talk about
kids.
them. We just had this talk about them. We just had this talk about them. We
Damn,
just had this talk
these
about
damn
them,
Ritalin
Randy.
few, low attention span ass kids
We
can't
just
sit
had to
down
talk
for no
about
time.
them. They can't watch a movie. We
But
have a mutual friend who went hiking with his son and his son's friends. And his friends talked about it was the hardest thing they ever did. They went on like a 20-minute hike.
now, to like movies are a reactive thing. You're just sitting there watching it. D and
Yes,
D's or
very
games
passive.
are D&D and games are interactive. So
Randy, these
maybe
kids don't compete.
I didn't say
What
that
are
to
you talking
compete.
about? You just
I
making it
said
worse.
just participate.
No, they got to do things. You got to compete. You got to. They don't want to hurt nobody. They'll somehow make a goblin a good friend. Why are we attacking this goblin? We could get canceled. We can get canceled attacking these
Hey,
goblins. These goblins
hey,
is out here trying to live.
my daughter would be like, "Why we got to attack it? The
See,
goblins are
you
good."
and here it is. Here it
Yeah.
is. You up here talking about it. You know, while you as you drinking your water, I'm gonna take a sip of my water too as you talk about. And we're gonna see this in the forefront of culture as we're watching the youngest generation become adults.
Defunct in the chat said if HBO's new Ren Fair docuseries hits big, maybe D&D will be able to catch that wave.
Yeah, we talked about covering Ren Fair for binge worthy. I think we should put it on the list.
Yeah.
I want to see a fight for the world's biggest Ren Fair. I want to see the fight for it. There's a Ren Fair out there where they actually have like sword battles and stuff in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to see that. And there's also another movie, a horror movie, where there's a Ren Fair going on, and they have a serial killer amongst them. He's killing up everybody at the Ren Fair.
Well, I don't know.
That
I don't want
sounds
to see that.
freaking
I don't want to see
amazing.
that.
Why don't
One
you
of my
want to see that?
I don't want to see that, man. I want to
Why
run in my.
not?
I don't want to run in my Ren Fair experience. One of my friends actually got married at a Ren Fair.
How's it gonna ruin your Ren Fair experience? When you going to the Ren Fair? When you going to the Ren Fair?
I'm going when it comes
next
back up.
year. You should go. You should go. You should go.
Yeah,
I'll come to Ohio's Ren Fair with you to go with you.
yeah. I'm coming. Yeah. I got a few
We should dress up as
coworkers.
black wizards.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, I got a
should.
yeah, no, I
I'm
agree.
gonna go
I
as a
agree.
Nazi.
Yeah, we have a Renaissance fair every year.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We do too. It's like months long too.
Yeah, ours is like a couple weeks.
Yeah, I think ours is
I
like
got
a
a
month or
coworker to
so.
take I got a coworker that takes off like two
Mm-hmm.
weeks. They
Mm-hmm.
got a trailer and they drive up there and they just camp out.
Yeah, that's what most people do.
Yep.
Most people do.
Yep. Got this huge
You
trailer.
know?
Yep, and that's what she does. Yeah, so yeah. Um, I think it's dope. Like I said, one of my friends got actually married there at the like the venue for like the Renaissance fair.
Nice, nice.
So, yeah.
This so that say they got married by the king and queen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Don't
Yeah,
try
they
to run
did
up on
that.
the king or queen,
That's
dog.
actually pretty dope. I just don't know
Yeah.
what I've
Yeah.
always wanted to go to Ren Fair, and yeah, you're right, Chuck. There's one going on right now.
Yeah, it's been going on
It's
for a
in
while.
like
Yeah.
Irwindale area. Um, and I've seen a lot of pictures from a lot of the streamers that I follow. They
Uh-huh.
went
Mm-hmm.
and like they cosplayed, but I don't know what I would cosplay as though.
We have
You
a
know,
cast member that goes all the time too. Summer Punch always goes to the
yeah,
Ren
I did see
Fair.
that
She's big
too.
on the Ren Fair.
Yeah, I
She
did
was
see
like,
her
"Let's
post on
go."
it. Yeah,
I was supposed to go with her, but I ended up going to London.
Mm.
So
yeah.
she was like, "Let's go."
You should go. You should go.
She
Somebody
went.
go.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely would check it out, but I would want
Yeah.
I would want to cosplay. I would want to get dressed up. I just don't know what I would dress up as. Um,
Yeah, I'm going as a wizard.
Yeah, I'd go as a wizard.
I'm going as a wizard. Yep.
Yeah.
Or grow as
Honestly.
Kratos. I'm here to kill all of y'all.
Damn. You gonna go as Kratos? Damn.
Kratos.
He's literally choosing violence.
I think I know what I'll do. I'm gonna go as
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll go as a Filipino fat Thor.
See, it works.
Yeah, man.
I got the long hair. I got the belly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do Filipino fat Thor.
The Funk said just saw news that Paramount Plus is dropping the upcoming live action D&D series and Hasbro will try to shop it around. Okay.
Yep.
And there's been D&D movies. There was a
Yeah.
cartoon even back in the day. I
Yeah.
remember as a
Yeah.
kid. I
Yeah.
watched it. I just, I just thought it would just think one and think it would be interesting if it became really popular.
If anybody is making it popular, it's Critical Role. So
Yes.
Yeah.
remember, we've talked about this before. When the Twitch earnings got leaked, they were like the #1 earner on Twitch.
Yeah. That makes
Easily.
sense.
Easily, with like 9 million in like a 2 year span.
That makes sense.
Frame.
And Twitch was like,
And
I
that
don't
was
I don't need y'all
just-
looking at that.
And that was just subs and bits. That wasn't even like any kind of ad sponsors you got or any kind of donations they got. Because donations come, you link your PayPal to your donations. So it's like, that's it. So if anybody's going to, and then them doing this is like, yeah, essentially they're just creating their own Patreon, but they're not doing it through Patreon. They're just creating their own Patreon. And so like not even Patreon's getting a cut. They're like no, we don't want any middlemen. We're like direct to the source.
Yeah.
I cannot be mad at that.
Yeah, because they're hugely popular. So
Yeah.
they're doing
Yeah,
like live.
that's what I
wanted
to do.
ones. They're doing a live one too, where like people pay to see it
Yeah.
live in a stadium. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. Chat, what do y'all say, chat? Would y'all actually pay for Critical Role, pay $59.99 to watch Critical Role
I don't
content
even
you
think
can't
it's
get anywhere
that.
else?
I think it's probably like it's probably
It's
like
$5.99 a
Twitch.
month, and it's
Yeah. It's gonna be
It's
like
$5.99 or
$5
$59.99 a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be different tiers, right? It's gonna be like $5 a month, $10 a month, $15 a month.
They have
Yeah.
it on the
Well,
article. It's $5.99 a month or $59.99 a year.
So if you do the 59, you're getting
It's
2 months
cheaper.
free.
2
You're getting
months
2
free.
months free.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 And you get the private Discord too. So you actually get to talk to the cast and the game master.
Yeah,
And
man. I
it's
think it's
funny
cool.
because I saw something with T Pain, and he was talking to somebody. I saved it somewhere. I gotta find the clip, but he was talking to somebody about how like he makes more money. He
Yeah, playing
says
games.
playing games
playing
than he
games.
does
Yeah,
concerts.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Does
oh yeah.
like does
His
yeah,
whole
concerts.
entire music
Yeah,
career.
yeah.
yeah.
He's
That's
Uh,
yeah.
nuts.
Right? Because he's
uh,
like,
uh.
he get like and it's true. He gets like a sponsored stream. He plays a game for like 2 hours, or doesn't even play a
Yeah,
game. It's like Oreos for whatever Oreos sponsors the stream, and he plays
Hmm.
whatever game he wants to play. And he's just like, yeah, he's just every once in a while, he's like, hey, buy this Oreos, and then he gets like tens of thousands of dollars.
yeah. T
Yeah.
Grizzly, he's this terrible rapper from Detroit, but I like him. He gets paid more from his music career playing games than he does from his music.
for a stream. Yeah, did you see
Yeah,
that Kevin
T
Hart was
Grizzly.
on?
Randy said he likes him because he's from Detroit. That's the
yeah,
reason
because he's
Randy
from
likes him.
because he's from
He
Detroit.
he has not heard any of T Grizzly's music
I, I have
outside of
heard his
one
music.
song.
I've heard like 2 or 3 songs, but I like him.
Well, okay. Like I said, T Grizzly's gonna have like 12 albums. He's only heard like 2 or 3 songs.
Don't matter.
Man, Rodney, you see
Don't
his
matter.
love for Detroit. His love for Detroit.
Yeah, you gotta love where you're from, man.
I
So
guess.
I'm looking at
Yeah,
it. T Grizzly, he said he makes about 200K a month playing Grand Theft Auto.
Yep.
yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, that's not
Uh,
bad. That's two million
yeah, man.
dollars a
Like
year.
you look at
Yeah.
Kai Cenat, like fucking like
Tyson Ott.
Kai Cenat was on
Well,
it.
that's a different thing. That's
That's
yeah,
a whole other
yeah,
stratosphere. Like he's
No,
yeah.
like
he does.
Right, right,
Yeah.
point one
right,
Mark put
right.
percent.
on that. I damn sure
Yeah,
won't, but I'm sure there's an audience. Tyson Ott and them be making money
Yeah,
somehow. All
it's
yeah.
all
Tyson
of his
Ott does is
subs,
yell.
man. He's got
Oh,
subs. He's
I don't
got
know what
so
Got
many
sub.
subs.
Yeah,
He's
I
got
don't know.
like I think like 100,000 subs. Like
Yeah. He
Yeah.
has the most subs on
uh,
YouTube, right?
no,
Hey,
like on
it's
Twitch. On
On
Twitch.
Twitch too.
Yeah.
YouTube. I would imagine is what you call it, Mr. Beast, but
Oh yeah, Mr. Beast. But yeah, I was noticing like
but but Casanadas, yeah, he's killing it.
Kevin
Yeah,
Hart was on Guys
he
Not
was.
stream last week. I was like, what?
And then it was so grandfatherly. Kevin Hart
Yeah,
didn't know nothing that was going
there's a
on.
funny clip. I gotta
It was
find it.
so funny.
It's a
Yeah, it
clip,
was
funny
super
clip because he
funny.
was like thanking his subs. And the guy was like, and Kevin Hart was like, "What? You just have like a stroke? Like, what are you saying? Like, what are you?"
Yeah,
And it's like,
Yeah.
do you understand? It's like they just gifted subs, and it was like the dude gifted like 100 subs or
what?
something like that, right? And then right after, speaking of T-Pain, T-Pain
I was
gifted
about to say, yeah, I
50
was just about to say
subs.
that.
50
Right.
subs, and then Kevin Hart was like,
I was like,
"Yeah,
why?
Why you giving
Yeah,
50?
why you
Come
only
on,
give 50?"
T-Pain.
Yeah,
yeah.
Come
why
He
on,
was
you?
like,
T-Pain.
how
You
you
got
let
more
this
money than
one,
that.
right? Like, how you let this one
Yeah.
dude out gift you T Pain? Come on, do better.
Yeah, it's a hilarious
I
clip.
laughed so hard. I laughed so hard.
But
I said,
it's
I give it to him. It's funny. It is
Yeah.
funny.
So I mean,
yeah, Critical Role,
that's his thing.
isn't it? And that's the thing that's always interesting about like I mean, obviously, and we're being transparent here. That's what we want to be doing, right?
Yes.
You say
Yes.
like let's just like get that out of the way. Like
That is what we want to be doing. We're gonna
This is
get
what
there.
we
We're gonna
wanna be
get
doing.
there.
We're gonna
We
get
got
there, and
we
this is
got
all we're
Mark
trying.
Rozelle. We got some good. We
Yeah,
got some good loyal
look.
people. Hit the hit
We
the hit
do.
the hit
But
the
see, like
thumb
that's the whole
like
interesting thing
like
about like
button.
the creative,
Hit the share
creator
button.
economy, right? They talk about it, right? They talk
Yeah.
about it all the time. The creator economy, like it's just like getting. And I was funny because I was even showing like we were we were mom's birthday and we are just like looking at stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then talking with my niece because trying to get her get her mind off a bunch of stuff, and we have like she loves offline TV, I do too. And like we're just looking at a picture, and I pointed out, I was like, "Hey, all these people in this picture, they're all millionaires." And my sister-in-law was like, "Really?" I go, "Trust me, they all don't look like it, but they're all
millionaires.
They're
Yes,
all
multi-millionaires.
Like and like some of these are like tens of millions of dollars, right? Like I pointed to one, like this guy's toast. He signed a contract with Facebook for like $20-30 million for like 2 years.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's like that on top of his other stuff, and it's just an interesting. And so even going back to what you guys are saying about kids, that's what the kids are watching,
Yeah,
Yep.
right? It's all the
yeah,
YouTubers, it's all the streamers. It's
yeah,
and then the cool thing about the game streamers, it crosses all walks of life because
It
everybody loves
does.
playing games, right? Everybody loves playing games. It's not a niche thing anymore. And there's you got your GTA streamers, you got your Fortnite streamers, you
yeah.
got your Stardew Valley streamers. Like there's all
Yeah.
kinds, and then you got Critical Role streamers, right?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
yeah, and then you
Yep.
got Geekish Network podcast streamer.
The ones that you really want to
Yeah.
stream with, because we're gonna have all that stuff.
We'll get there.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get
We'll
there.
get there.
Speaking of that, I'm cleaning up my office today, and so I can find all my board games and get them set up for streaming. I want to
Nice.
play around with some stuff here.
Yeah, figure it out.
Okay.
I'm gonna figure it out. You know, I've been talking to some people about doing shows. Some of y'all's beloved old co-hosts, such as Summer Punch and Centel. So we'll see what we
Okay.
can
I
figure
mean,
out some
we are
things.
talking about doing the D&D stuff too. We've
D
been
and D
talking about it
stuff
for
is
a while.
big.
So
Yeah, it's like we
there's
start the
other-
network talking about that.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's
And
about
then
time we
some other
have a
people
D and
too.
D show. We need to have a
Yeah. Hey, I did D&D with you guys, and I had a ball doing it. It was super, super fun, man.
yeah, we need to do it again,
Yeah, we
And
need
I'm
to.
talking to
I,
Centel. We
I
got
would,
Pruitt.
I would love to actually be a dungeon master. I think it
Learn
would
how
be
to do it.
dope,
Learn.
man.
Do you want to talk to Pruitt? Talk to Pruitt about it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I'm
We,
talking to Travis now.
Travis knows how to do it, right?
Absolutely,
well,
absolutely.
Yeah,
yeah.
He
he's a
works for
Travis,
White
writing.
Wolf. He's like one of
yeah,
the
He wrote stuff, right?
wrote
Like
yeah.
stuff. He's
he,
he's
Sorry,
an
I thought
OG.
didn't he create a game?
yeah. So
Well, he worked with White Wolf, and they did a lot of games.
Okay,
Like,
yeah, but he was
so
like a
some,
writer.
yeah.
yeah.
I
So
thought
I
I
was like,
remember
oh
him saying he
yeah,
created one. Yeah, yeah. But yeah,
Oh
I think
yeah.
it'd be dope to be a dungeon master. Maybe I'll do it like my dissertation on being a dungeon master.
Yeah, because
yeah,
you sit there and you just like, how can I fuck these people up, man?
yeah.
What kind of scenario? I'm gonna
Well, I mean,
torture these people. I'm gonna
it
make
it
them
it,
do this.
Damn right.
No, it's so
but
saying that's
like
what Dungeon
it
Master's
it
all
That is
about,
what
encompasses
Dungeon Master
it
right?
does.
It's gonna be
and
like,
it
yo,
encompasses a
yeah,
lot of real world skills like
Yeah.
facilitation, planning,
storytelling,
objectives,
hmm
storytelling.
storytelling, all of those things.
I
So
just
yeah,
I just read a story. This group, they have been going on for 30 something years playing this game. 32 years in the campaign, and the campaign
Same
just
thing, right?
ended.
yeah. No,
Wow, that's
32
crazy.
years. You built the
That's
character for
so
32
crazy.
years, and they
so
killed
I,
off all the
You
characters.
kill all
oh
the
damn,
characters.
So the
they killed
game
them all.
ended. The game ended. So you know what they did? They just started over.
Dope,
You
dope,
know.
dope.
How
So
about
they
you?
they they
Yeah, a lot of my other iReal fans too. Like they've always talked about
Nah,
doing it, and we just never did. Like we were about to, and then fucking pandemic. You know.
yeah. And it came
but the
down to
pay.
one
Yeah.
row. It came down to one row. It's like we kill this final boss, and the whole universe is safe, or we die. And the woman rolled the dice. She put the dice in the chamber, and it came out, and they died.
Now I want to
Oh
play. I feel like I want to
I was
play
like,
like tonight.
damn. There
I
was like it was like 12 of them for 30 something
there's a
years played the
guy too.
yeah.
game
Speaking of that, Mark.
every
Uh,
I
week.
yeah.
I feel like I want to play tonight.
Yeah. So Mark said in chat, said y'all finna create a Stranger Things situation. Yeah. I mean, speaking of which, so like
Yes.
during the pandemic, there was a one shot that they did with the cast of Stranger Things, and they
Mhm.
streamed it. Netflix streamed it, and the D&D master was an African American guy. I actually follow him now on Twitter because he seems like a really cool. So like, I don't know if we can get him because he's like really popular because you probably need to pay him, but I'd love to have him on and just like interview him, you know,
Yeah.
because it's
What's
crazy.
his name?
Let me find him on Twitter. But I follow him on Twitter. So like I followed him on Twitter
Nice.
after that, and it was just like, yeah, he's a really good follow on Twitter too. He's just
Yeah.
really funny.
And who is it? Whatchamacallit, what's his name? Joe Montango, like the guy who was in True
Yeah,
Blood. They
Yep.
have a huge. He has a huge
Yes.
D&D game.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, so yeah, I
he
mean
does.
it's there's definitely an undercurrent there, and the fans of it are truly fans of it. The
Hmm.
fandom is great. I just wonder, does it cross over into pop culture like comic books, comic book movies at least?
It can. I mean, D&D is talking about making another movie, and the first movie wasn't bad.
I thought the first movie was good.
They had to put Reggae
You talking
John
about the
Page.
Chris
People were
one?
upset because Reggae John Page was on the front of it. They're like, "What? You show him in one scene?" Girls are like, "I went to this movie. He's like in seven scenes, and so they need him. He has to come back out here and
And
act."
you would think maybe even like with the popularity of fantasy now, Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, what we got going on, that I don't know.
You know who
Well,
could
there's
make a
all
really good
kinds.
D? You know who could make?
It's not even fantasy. There's all kinds now. There's like
There are, there
sci-fi.
are, there are. Yeah,
There's
the
Yeah,
like
game that we
yeah.
played, the game that we played was sci-fi.
Okay,
yeah.
It
We
cool.
was
play
space.
sci-fi
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
You know what? You know who could make it popular?
Who was that?
Shonda Rhimes makes a show.
It's all right.
Shonda Rhimes makes a show. It's over. It's over. She makes a show about D&D, and it has it's an isekai where people they talk to each other as friends, and they go into this D&D world, and that's where the story unfolds, and they
I,
come back in the real world.
I,
That would work.
I think with like her casting, because she always does good casting, and it's always diverse and everything. I think she did a D&D game. It'd be dope. A D&D series, it'd be dope.
Yep. She do a D&D series where people are playing D&D. It's kind of like the Princess Bride, right? Where
It's
the
this
kids
guy.
like, what?
B B Dave Walters.
Okay.
So yeah, he does all kinds of he does all kinds of stuff, but he's a DM. So he does a lot of stuff for
Nice.
yeah. His yeah, this guy right here he goes. So yeah, we're here for D&D Castle Weekend. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dope. That's dope.
So, but yeah, if you look it up, like if you, it's like they did a one shot, and it was the Stranger Things cast, and he was the DM. So
Nice.
yeah, there was
I
like,
say, Randy, you learn how to be a DM.
Should.
You should. Why not?
I should.
What else you got to
I'm
do?
I'm gonna look into it.
What else you got?
Jeez, Chuck.
What else you
Just like
got? What else you got
you
to
like
do in life? Do it.
you just act like I'm just sitting home, just fiddling with
Do
thumbs.
it. You know, this is your master thesis right here. I'm just trying to help you out.
No, I
It
think it's
ain't
a
for me. It's for you.
nah, I actually think it's a dope idea.
Do it.
Uh, do a
Do it.
D&D
I'm
for
I'm, I'm getting my Shia LaBeouf. Do it.
yeah, yeah. I become a DM.
Yep. I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into it.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be nice.
Yeah,
You know, I want to write the books. I just want to write the books. Let me do that.
I want to do
Tell the
both of them.
stories. Yeah.
I want to do both of them.
But we should look Mark said do it.
yeah, we've been talking about it
We can
forever.
have the
And there's
funk
another
do it
one
too.
too. There's some ones
Well,
that we had talked about doing, like some Filipino based ones. There's like two or three
Yeah.
that are like campaigns, Filipino mythology based campaigns that we had talked about with friend of the pot, friend of the network, JPG.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to reach out to him and find out what's up. Maybe talk to him again because I know he's doing stuff with his stuff. But yeah, he's doing quite a bit. There was like a Dune one. I think he was doing like a Dune campaign. That'd be kind of dope, man.
That would be kind of dope.
The world of Dune.
so yeah, yeah, man.
Yep. It'd be nice to do. See what happens. You never know what's gonna happen.
Nope,
You never know.
nope, nope.
The worst thing can happen is you get famous. I didn't say rich, I said famous. It's the worst thing that can happen.
Fame without money is terrible.
Fame by itself is probably pretty terrible. Hang around famous people, their lives suck.
or but imagine hanging around famous people and
They
you're
have no
poor.
money. Yeah, that
Yeah,
sucked. Yeah,
yeah. To be
yeah.
super famous and have no money, it's gotta be,
And it has to
it's
be the
gotta be
worst.
tough.
And
Yeah,
it's so funny because we're seeing industries be exposed for that right now, right?
yeah,
People are like, yeah, that contract was 20 million. Half is taxes. This for my agent takes 10%. This.
yeah,
I got stuck with 1 million out of my $30 million contract. And you're like,
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Like
Or
like
when
the
you
music
added up
artists
all
talked
the
about Live Nation
I
going
was
on
about to say,
tour.
yeah, right,
Yeah.
right. He was like, I had to sell out a 20,000 seat venue, and if I don't sell that out, I don't get any money. And then he was like, and in the summertime, Live Nation has events, and they have discounted tickets. So instead of me getting $30, off of it, now I'm getting like $7. And if I don't sell it out and meet certain metrics, I don't get anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I tell everybody, celebrity people are just to help.
that's all
They
they
treat them
are.
like they help.
Hey,
That's why
that's
you
all
see
they are.
producers. I went to my dentist today, and the guy pulled up in the front of the dental office in a Ferrari. Older man. He ain't probably never acted in his life, but he probably made some films.
Yeah,
He parked it right there on the meter. I'm like, it was a brand new, nice. I've got the model of the
yeah,
Ferrari. It was like a exotic car. It's like an Enzo. He hops out. I'm like, you just hop out of $1 million car and just
yeah.
park it on the meter?
And right, and all they're there to do is to fill up the arenas.
That's all they did to fill up the
Yeah,
arenas.
to fill up the arenas so you can buy $10 hot
Ask that
dogs
guy,
and
what do you
$50
own?
beers.
He's like, I own the soap in the arena. I own the
Yeah,
soap. People wash
right,
their hands.
right. Yeah,
So they
man.
use gallons of it
Yeah,
in the
or you
night.
all or you on the hot dog vendor where it's like
Yeah.
200% markup, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep. And you paying them minimum
Or you
wage.
own or you own the vending company that owns the cups in the
Yep.
Budweiser.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
man.
amazing. It's
It's
amazing.
amazing.
We thought differently. We thought what we see is where the money's at. It's
Right.
not where
Nah.
it is. Because I tell everybody,
I
everybody's like,
mean,
what's the greatest invention ever made? And I said toilet paper.
yeah, I know.
Because it
I mean, we
eliminates
just,
itchy booty.
oh Lord, I'm gonna go there. So we just talked about the popcorn buckets, right? The actors just put you into the movies
The
just
the,
put you into the
the, the,
seat.
the
Then you
seat.
get there and you buy a $50 popcorn bucket, a fifteen
More than
dollar
your
drink.
tickets.
Yeah, a $15 drink, $10 candy. You have 5 shows at a 300 seat theater. I mean, you do the math.
If you fill a tenth of the theater, you're making money.
Exactly.
Or
So,
like Frank McCourt, you just own the parking lots
In the parking
yeah,
lots.
and you
Yep.
just
yeah,
making money
And all
yeah,
just
you
on the
do is
parking
paint the
lot.
lines every
There you
10
go, parking
years.
lots, man.
Paint the
yeah, man.
lines every 10 years. And pay the attendant $15 an hour just to sit
That's
there.
it. That's it. Paying
And to
fifty
call the
dollars an hour.
tow and call the tow truck for those that didn't pay.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant. And if you're real smart, you own the parking lot at hotels and the parking lots at malls like the Grove. So
I was
that way
thinking.
you ain't got to worry about it because the
I
Grove
was
doesn't
thinking.
own their own parking lot.
Yeah, I was thinking about like in a lot of major cities, you own the parking lots downtown
Yeah.
because you have to pay exorbitant amounts to park
Well, that's what I'm saying. When
downtown.
Frank McCourt owned the Dodgers, in the sale of the Dodgers, he kept the parking lots.
Kept the parking
See,
lots.
see, yeah.
Yeah, and he's
He
still
was like, nah,
making
right. I'm not
bank.
giving that up.
He's
That's
still
too easy a
making bank.
paycheck right there.
Hmm.
Smartest move ever.
Yeah, right,
Smartest move ever.
right.
So
Like,
not
could
only
you
did he get
imagine?
like hundreds of $1 millions for the sale of the Dodgers, he's still getting shit tons of money for the
Yep.
Just for the
parking
parking
lots.
He's
lots.
like, y'all can have the crypto arena. I want the parking lots. You can
Yeah.
have
And
Dodger
you got to
Stadium.
figure
Yeah,
I just want the
you can't,
parking
yeah,
lots.
they can't have the events without the parking
yeah.
lots.
Without the parking lot. Hmm.
It's
Yes,
easy
beautiful.
upkeep. Like you're right. Like just repaint the lines every once in a while.
Yep,
Pay
yep.
somebody minimum wage to run the booth.
Mark said it best. Somebody was telling me about owning the lots where mobile homes stay. I didn't know you can do that. He said, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Mark, I learned that today, right now. I thought people that own mobile homes actually own their lots too.
Nah, nah. They own the mobile home
Man,
because
I'm about
that's
to
what's
go down to
considered the
Florida and
property.
rake up. Rake up in
Yeah,
Florida.
bro. Yeah. A
Let the
lot of them
meth
have to
labs
pay that.
burn up and put a new one in there.
Yeah, a lot of them have to pay for that for the plots. Yeah,
I did not know they
yeah,
play for the plots.
yeah, man. They play for the plots. They own the home is what
It's
the home is the value. The trailer is the the
The
value,
plot,
and
the
it's
lot
treated.
is
Yeah, yeah, and it's treated just like a car note. I mean, that's how
yeah.
we used to hold them in the systems. I worked at a financial institution. That's how you did it. You just treat it like a car.
Oh
That's it.
wow,
Yeah, it's treated like a car.
a mobile home.
Yeah, mobile home.
Interesting,
Hmm.
fascinating.
Because I'll
those
never forget
are
we used to.
tornado magnets, right? Tornado
Yeah,
magnets.
yeah, they blow over all the time. But somebody had called in because they had some damage to one, and used to give them a check, and we would send them money out when they provided us with receipts, and so we sent out $2,000 to them. They was like, "This is my home because you got more for a home than you got for a car," and we was like, "Nah, it's registered as a car." Like, but she was like, "It's our home," so
Mm.
yeah,
Speaking of rackets,
yeah.
That is
insurance.
amazing.
Yeah,
uh,
McDonald's is a real estate company. That's what a lot of people don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's what they
yeah,
make up. That's why they have so many franchises. Yeah. Yeah, it's
yep,
a
they
real
own the
estate company.
land. Yeah, they own the land.
Yeah, they own the land and then you pay them rent for the land. But they control what you own and where you can put it at and all that stuff. Yeah. And then they charge you rent for it.
Boy,
Yeah, like you want a McDonald's franchise, this is where you have to get it and this is where you have to buy it from and then you have to pay us leasing fees on
yep, yep.
it.
Most franchises are that way, operate that way.
Mm. So yeah,
It's
that's
so
the
fun.
shell. That's the shell. That's the game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I watched the McDonald's documentary about it, the story, the movie biopic,
I saw
and I was
the documentary about Ray with Ray Crockett.
Ray Kroc. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, it's a real estate company.
That's all they do. We
Hey man,
specialize in real estate. Well, you specialize in real estate.
that's why nobody care about them nasty ass hamburgers. That's why they don't care about improving the quality of them nasty ass hamburgers. They like we're a real estate company. You want good food? Go buy yourself something. Go to a real restaurant.
Yep, yep,
Mm.
yep. We at one point thought that was good food. Didn't know no
Man,
better. It was good
yeah.
growing up. It was one thing. I have a new take on fast food altogether. One thing somebody says like, I'm not gonna belittle that food choice because some people have no other food options, right? And he says one thing that their fast food does is consistently. They're consistent. You know what a McDonald's burger tastes like.
Yeah,
You
you do.
never have to question it. You know what McDonald's fries taste like. You know what their soft serve tastes like. You know what an Arby's sandwich tastes like. If you
you're
had it,
making me
if you like it,
hungry. What are you talking?
yeah, right. Go to Burger King. We know what it tastes
McDonald's
like.
fries are good, man. They're like top tier out of all the flavors.
They're
McDonald's
elites.
fries,
They're elite.
they're like S
The
tier, man.
The Fud just said something in the
Yeah,
chat. He said Red Lobster is going through Chapter 11, at least
Yeah,
partly due to investors selling their land and charging the restaurant increase. Yeah, they
yeah.
they ran into trouble, and so they sold they sold it, and then they kept the land and they had to pay rents. They charged them
Just
higher
charge them
rents.
rent. Charge higher
Yeah,
rents. Yep.
yeah. So it's cutting into the margins. Yeah.
And I was like, why would you sell the land? You sell everything else but the land.
They sold the land. So the private equity firm bought it up, was like, yeah, and then charged them rent on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Red Lobster goes out of business, they gonna charge rent and leasing fees to another company coming in.
Another company coming in.
Yeah, man. Mm. Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, the game is to be sold,
Hasn't
not
this been
told.
edu Hasn't this been educational? We're breaking
yes.
down the financial statement of corporate
The
America
financial
out here.
systems, the new
Yep.
financial systems against the
Who knew
old
we were a
money
financial
systems.
show? Yeah, who knew we were
Yeah,
a
yeah.
financial
It's
show?
like
You
earn
got
your
on
leisure. You better
one
watch out, earn your leisure. We're
on one
coming for
hand, you
you.
got creatives making their own Patreons, and then on the other hand, you got the old money people making the real
Stealing more
money,
money from
stealing
big
money for
corporations. Man, we
charging
should start a
their
private equity fund and just start investing in shit, hoping it hits.
GameStop. but GameStop.
Yeah. Right now, old dude is back, so GameStop may be able to survive this. There's my GameStop is still here.
I did
Huh?
see somewhere that Nvidia is the second highest company, or second richest company now in the world,
I
behind
guess
Apple. Behind Apple.
behind Apple.
What's the
Yeah,
first?
Apple,
Apple.
Oh, what's right? Then what is
Nvidia
what?
is
Nvidia.
second.
Oh,
Nvidia,
okay.
the game card, graphics card
Yeah,
company.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's all
I,
AI. Everybody's betting on AI. It's so
yeah.
much
And
about
Hmm.
AI.
didn't we talk about this a few months ago about Nvidia being the
Yeah.
second largest company?
Yep,
I
we
No,
think
I
we
just
did.
saw
did.
it like today too. Like, I just saw another thing today. They're
Yeah,
like second richest company.
yeah.
Uh,
It's crazy,
crazy.
crazy.
And this is they're rich, and I always think about this. Like for years, generations in America, the richest companies were things that you needed, like a car company, right? A housing company, a bank. But this is
Hmm.
shit that people don't technically need. Like you don't technically need all your Apple products. This is stuff that people choose to have.
Yep.
Like you need gas. You need gas. You need a car. You need banks. You need real estate.
What are you talking about? I need my phone.
You don't need an Apple phone. You don't need an iPhone.
According to you guys, I need an Apple phone.
Yeah. Thank you, Rodney. Thank you,
According to you
Rodney.
guys, I
Thank
need
you,
an Apple
Rodney.
phone.
Thank you,
I mean,
Rodney.
I got
Thank
one
you.
now, but
Thank
I
you.
ain't part of the. I ain't part of the. I ain't part of the
You're
cult
one
yet.
step closer,
I'm
Rodney.
Rod,
not part of the
no.
cult yet.
Seek into your dark side, Rodney.
Hey,
Your dark
man.
side.
The
You like
I
how
mean,
easy
I
you
ain't over
saw
here
that
trying
blue
to
blue
convert
bubble
people
and you're
over.
like,
I
oh,
ain't. You guys are trying to convert everybody
man.
over to the
you
I
Apple
you
cult.
I
I
that's me
I got
talking
it because.
ish.
I'm
Right.
gonna
That's
give
the
you a
reason
chat
I got
right
it.
now with just me and
That's the,
Randy. Take Rakai off of it. You're gonna be like, wow, the blue bubble is everything.
we did have to kick a family member out of a chat
Every
because
guy's
he
gonna
didn't
be
have a
like, every guy's gonna be like, how come they don't talk to me anymore? Why are they?
hey,
Why
no,
is
no.
that?
Uh, but there are
Man.
kids who get
Magic.
ostracized because they don't have an iPhone. Like they get ostracized from events because they don't have an iPhone, and nobody they're like we can't name
silly.
the chat.
He's
So they
silly.
be
He's
kids
silly.
out there begging their parents to buy my phone. We didn't kick him out. He just kind of got
See
excluded
that? You see
from
that?
the
You see what you
chat.
see there, Rodney? You see what you see there in your chat? You
Oh,
see the whole entire post. You know what you're getting. All that's gonna change though. Apple's gonna
Oh
open
yeah,
up.
they're
It
gonna tell
wasn't
you
Apple's
that.
fault. It was BlackBerry and Android, and Apple was like, "Yo, we want to show the image. We want to show gifs and pictures." They were like, "Nah, we're not letting that happen."
but overseas now they just use WhatsApp,
They
Yeah.
do
so
because
it
not
doesn't
everybody
matter
has
as
an
much.
I
iPhone.
mean,
Right? It doesn't matter.
I mean, that's exactly why. That's what's I know we don't want like talking about it anymore, but that's what he's trying to do with Twitter. He's trying to make it
Oh,
where it's like all in one thing. You can do,
oh,
Yeah.
and that's sure. Like they have, I don't even think it's not even WhatsApp. It's like some other Chinese. It's not Weibo. I think it might be Weibo, where it's like, yeah, you can pay people through it. You can do all kinds of shit through it, and it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. Like it's like a one
Yeah.
stop shop for all kinds of
For
stuff, for
everything.
everything, and it's
Everything. It's
yeah,
next
but
level.
he's trying to do that here, but nobody's gonna trust him with all that
Yeah.
shit. No, I'm not gonna do my banking through
no,
fucking
no.
Yeah, they're a
yeah,
financial institution, right? Apple's
no.
doing that.
Well, that's what Apple is. A lot of banks complain about it because they're kind of skipping out on a lot of regulations. They're doing banking things but not having to adhere to banking regulations.
They're charging 30% on their Apple store.
Do they?
They're still charging 30% cut. Remember on the app? Remember that's why
That's right. Yep, that's do.
Epic
Yep.
sued them.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, Epic sued them.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, that's gonna change though.
yeah,
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
crazy.
It is
Uh,
crazy. It is crazy. Well, guys, I'm gonna do one more story since we're talking about Magic the Gathering. Um uh Magic the Gathering since we're talking about D&D. The manga is set in the 90s, will come into the English version. So we'll have the English manga come to life. So that's exciting. Um Magic the Gathering is gaining in popularity too. I've never learned
it
how to
is.
play. I gotta figure it out. One of my college crushes, high school crushes, she plays Magic the Gathering. She played it all through
Ooh.
college. Aisha
Oh,
Buckerton.
oh, okay.
Hmm. Aisha, yeah. So she played Magic the Gathering, and I was like, "You play Magic?" She was like, "Yeah." No, she was like, "You don't?" And I was like, "No." You
Okay.
know.
Okay. Well, cool.
So
I don't know. I've
I
never played Magic the Gathering either.
You still keep
Or I
in
only have
touch
the
with her?
cards.
uh
Yeah.
we Facebook friends. We're not really in touch, but we see each other. We
You should be
congratulate
like,
people on
you should
birthdays and
be,
stuff.
you should be like, hey, I started playing Magic the Gathering now. Sliding them DMs.
You know, sliding those DMs.
Take some
She
pictures
rides
of
a
your deck.
bicycle now. She's still a math
Not
teacher. She's a
your
math teacher.
deck. I said deck, not
She,
send
you
pictures
want to
of
play with
your
my
deck.
deck?
See, y'all gonna get us canceled out here. Y'all.
I said deck, not the other
Deck. He
thing.
said deck.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You
I got
should
some
do
rare cards in my
it.
deck.
Yeah.
You know, got a couple of buffs there that everybody
You
needs.
should.
You
You should
want
hit her up, man.
you want to
Know it,
see
right?
it?
Yeah, high school crush.
Right?
Like you show me mine, I show you yours.
It's,
So wow. See this mana card I got over here? It flows. Oh man. And Dungeons and Dragons story. Vecna from Dungeons and Dragons gonna show him Dead by Daylight, which is a video game. So Vecna's gonna show up, known in the game as the Lich. He's the
Okay.
game's next killer. Yeah. I have not played Dead by Daylight, but a lot of people play it. I love the fact they have Vecna in Stranger Things too.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like Vecna. They named him Vecna.
when is that supposed to come out? It's supposed to be out soon, right? Like
Yeah, it's supposed to be out
I thought
soon.
I saw I thought I saw a trailer or something that
maybe
it was
this
coming out.
summer.
Yeah.
It's got to be
Mm-hmm.
this summer, right? I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Because
Dead
it's
by
a cash
Daylight.
cow for
I've seen
Netflix.
streams of people playing Dead by Daylight. It's pretty fun because like I think what happens is you rotate. Sometimes you're the killer, sometimes you're the victim. And
Yep.
so you run around. If you're the killer, you run around trying to kill your friends, and then
Mm-hmm.
they try to hide from you. So it's pretty cool. And it
Asymmetric
looks pretty
gameplay.
scary. It looks pretty scary too. Like, yeah.
Yep. I saw people running around. I think it's the game when you put people on hooks. You
Yeah,
put them
I
on
think that's what
hooks.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah,
put them on hooks.
yeah.
They had the Jason game too. You play that way, asymmetric gameplay. There, what was the video game called? Evolve, I think, where
Yeah,
the
where you
beast
play the monster.
evolves,
Yeah, you
the
play
monster
like the monster.
evolves.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you
Longer he can
basically big old
survive.
kaiju almost like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Video games are interesting. There's a lot of games that can revisit and bring back and make it work. You
Oh
know,
yeah, since we are in the golden era. Well, I was more so talking about television
properties,
movie series.
television property.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I don't think that's going anywhere. We kind of ran out of books.
I ain't never run out of
I
books.
know
It's
it. I'm
just,
just talking shit. I'm just talking shit. Well, books that are popular because people don't read no more.
Well, that's gonna be a thing as we just talked about when all these 12-year-olds
Hmm.
who couldn't read or didn't read, like, where they gonna get content from, where they gonna draw content from.
They're gonna make it up in their fake imaginations.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have that neither, apparently.
No, they don't have that because they're on TikTok.
Doing dances
Yeah.
that everybody else is doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they can't read.
That's what they tell us,
Mm.
or that's what
Uh,
they claim.
nah, man. You talk to teachers, they be like, Lord, have mercy.
You know?
Mm.
Yep. If y'all didn't know, Godzilla minus one appears to be dropping worldwide on Netflix tomorrow and is already available in some regions. So Godzilla minus one
Well,
is about to come out. I hope they
you
have the
said
black and white version of it to launch them with it, where you can
you said
choose between the color
you
black
said
and white version.
you said
Uh-huh.
tomorrow. Do you mean Saturday?
Saturday.
Well,
Yep.
because it's Saturday for where I am,
It
so
may be out. It may
I'm gonna
be
check
out. It
Netflix and
may
see.
be out. But
Let's see.
yeah, I got that from the Kaiju news outlet. Because I love kaiju.
I
there's
don't see
there's
it.
a Twitter
What?
called the Kaiju News Outlet.
I didn't know it's coming. Oh, I mean, it makes sense. It's like everything's
Yeah.
out, like Dune's out already, and
Yeah,
I think like they're saying like Fall Guys gonna be out soon. Like
Mm-hmm.
the window from theater to streamer is like really short now.
yeah, man. Because
Yep.
we just talked about it. Ain't nobody go to the movies unless they're going to get their popcorn buckets.
Yep.
Did you see
Popcorn buckets is the
Furiosa?
draw.
Did you see
What?
Furiosa or Fall
No, I haven't
Guy
seen it
in
yet.
theater?
I was gonna see it tomorrow. I was gonna go see it tomorrow. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't. I
I
haven't
haven't.
seen it
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it
either. I was just
tomorrow.
saying like, yeah, I'd love to see. I'd love to see Fall Guy, but I think it's already got shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it tomorrow.
Sorry about that. Mhm.
The Funk saw it. He said, "I saw Furiosa, a more comprehensible story than Fury Road." I can believe that.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yep. Oh, with that being said, Randy, anything else you want to share with the people out here? We've been
Ah,
on long enough. We've been on for an
yeah,
hour.
yeah. I don't have anything.
Okay. What are they watching for binge worthy? Oh, sorry, you're not. That's
Uh,
right. That's not.
uh.
That's right. You're on hiatus. I'm so sorry.
No, you
Y'all,
fine.
Randy's
But
on
we all.
hiatus from binge worthy because he has adult things to do. He's too good for our show now. He's like, that show. I got adulting to do. I got adult out here. I gotta be an adult. I can't be Hank. I can't be slumming with y'all no more, you kids.
First, first of all, a Discovery is going to be the show to watch on
Uh-huh.
Binge Worthy Wednesday. All right.
Yeah, so Star Trek Discovery's the show we're gonna be
Yeah,
watching for binge worthy.
I'm
I'm
still a
not
part of
watching.
the
I'm
team.
still so far behind. I'm trying to tell you, work has got me so far behind.
Yeah, I've seen the first two episodes. I haven't seen the remainder ones.
You see what Mark said? How dare you
Uh-uh.
grow up, Randy? How dare you?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Randy. Abandoning us kids out in the forest by
Uh,
ourselves. We saw him the Hansel and Gretel, you
Lord,
know.
Lord, Lord, Lord. Oh God, y'all crazy.
What would our parents think when they let us outside by ourselves at like
Hey, they
8 years old?
they
let's
weren't
see.
thinking. They weren't thinking. They just
Man, imagine like drinking from a garden hose these days.
Yeah, we used to drink
Right?
from it like it was like it was the elixir of life.
Yeah.
right.
Drink from a garden hose. Now you're
Well, if
like,
we had
man, I
We
gotta
done stuck the
put
garden hose in
things
the
to
ground, pull
shame.
up ants. We
all
done
kind
flooded
of
out.
stuff.
We
Mm,
done
We
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 done
clean
sprayed
they
it.
cleaned out the trash cans. We watered the grass, and we
We
literally
did
was like,
everything. We're right there, right up under
"Drink
it.
jump on a bike, go through the forest.
Yeah, ride bikes, go to the forest, scrape your knee,
it."
rub grass on it.
Mm,
Kind of crazy when you put it into
Oh man,
perspective. That's why these
man.
kids look at us like y'all, wow, y'all are crazy. Because we
That's
were
why they
feral.
that's why they didn't hand over Congress to us. They're not
Oh,
getting it over. Like, nah, we can't give it to this Pearl generation.
mm,
We
mm-mm.
fucked up as parents. We can't give it to them.
latchkey generation.
Latchkey yeah, man. It
Latchkey,
was,
yep.
yeah,
Yep.
man.
Or a
It
key
was a
around your neck. Like that's not a sign that you home alone. Somebody wanted to snatch you up. All they had to look for is the key around your neck.
man. And even at that, like we were going into people's houses we didn't know.
Yes,
Like
all the
our
time. All
parents
the
just
time.
sent us out. They just like go and come back when the street lights come on.
Yeah, go.
With
I don't
they
care
didn't
where
give
you
us
go.
they didn't give us money.
My dad would give me $2. Here's $2.
I
Going
didn't get
out
no
there.
money. Occasionally I got money. We would pull it together, but most of the time I had no money. There were no phones. Just
Nothing.
on a bike, just out there surviving,
Surviving, living life.
living life.
I was playing to my nephew. I said, sometimes you fight your friend. He said, why would you
Yeah,
fight your friend? I said, because it's Tuesday. And
yeah.
Tuesday you fight your friend.
Or y'all just sitting around talking. He say something, you catch feelings. You say something,
The
he
same.
catch
He tried to
feelings.
say Barkley's better than Jordan, so we
Yeah,
fight about it.
yeah. And that's it. And then we cool.
We cool. We're back to friends again after we bust each
Yeah,
other's
man.
eyes.
Yeah,
With
man.
that being said, the Geekish Network does not condone any violence whatsoever. We want to
Don't drink
see a
out of
peaceful
hose, garden
world.
hose. Don't drink out of
Yeah,
garden hose
we don't
anymore.
we don't suggest you allow your kids to drink out of garden hoses, out of those old lead pipes and faucets
Don't
that
have
all
them go
kinds
to
of
strangers'
roaches and shit
houses.
done rocked up and died in.
Don't let them
That
go to
you
stranger
lucky if it was just
houses watching
yeah,
cable.
right. You lucky if it's just roaches that crawled up in there. It could be
In
all
those
kind of
pipes.
right. Any
Because
kind of thing.
one thing's for certain, the garden hose pipe under the house is not sanitary whatsoever. None of that
Mm-mm.
water is going through any filter whatsoever.
None whatsoever.
That's a whole separate. That's coming straight out of the sewer, probably.
Ain't no
No,
telling
it's
what it's
probably
coming
clean
out.
water, but not clean as in drinking water. It's not going into the house filtration whatsoever.
Take your kids to the
Oh,
movies.
Take your kids to the movie.
well,
Yes,
that's not a bad idea. So we'll have movies in like 10 years.
yes, yes,
Gotta
yes.
support.
Let your kids have some movies, and take them to the movies. Let them play outside in the backyard. Don't let them cuss you out. Watching that is the wildest thing online. Like, wow, I wish I ever talked to one of my parents that way. I would have been dead.
Mom talks to me kind of crazy, so I'm a part of the problem.
No, she
Everything you,
don't. No, she don't.
she don't curse at me.
Don't you put that on
She
my
don't
knee. She don't talk
curse
to you
at.
all crazy.
Depends
She
on.
sets boundaries.
That's what you want to call it.
Cause you like picking on her. You like she's
I
too
like
nice. I'm gonna be rough on her.
she's part of that soft thing, like we talked about. You can't do stand up comedy. You can't talk about these kids because they don't get it. Like that's mean. Why are you talking about that person like that? Oh God. I gotta explain the joke. They never would have survived the Def Comedy Jam era. They she no
They
God,
wouldn't.
they would have they never would have. Like
they
it's a
never
joke. It's a
then
joke.
they never survived the Jonin and Riding era. Let me talk about your mama. Let me talk about your daddy.
They couldn't
So
put the rhymes together. Yeah, Imagine the
uh,
old dozens,
riding. Riding the dozens. Yeah, they're gonna survive that.
Mm-mm.
We called it riding in Lexington. In Kentucky,
Uh,
riding. You
we
riding
called it
me? You riding me?
we called it capping.
Yeah, we called it riding. You riding me?
Yeah, so
You trying
yeah,
to ride me? Yeah.
different time,
A
different
different thing.
era,
Yeah, yeah,
different
yeah,
time. And it's a better era. They just a
yeah.
little, they're just a little.
Is it though? We say
It's a more it's a more inclusive era. It's
yes,
better.
that is true.
It's better.
But almost to a fault.
You know, they just, pardon them that they didn't grow up like savages. It was so savage that we wouldn't let them do it. That's how bad it was. We were like, nah, you can't grow up like I did.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
I'm still dealing with this stuff.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Screw you and your mental health.
Uh uh uh
Mm.
Mark said, gotta play kick the can like in the Twilight Zone. Oh Lord, it's so different.
Uh,
Uh
yeah, man.
every so
It's,
often you've got to eat something off the floor.
yeah, man.
Every so often you gotta eat something off the floor. That's true. We
Man,
had rules. 5 second
a
rule,
second
seven
rule.
Well,
second
he's
rule.
saying
Boom.
too,
Yeah,
like
man.
the immune system, right? Like we're not
You
used to
know,
that.
I
Yeah.
had a friend. He dropped some gummy bears on the floor in the dirt on the baseball field. We picked them up, went to the water fountain in the park, washed them suckers off, and ate them. Ain't no way we wasting those gummy bears. We paid 50 cents for that pack. We
And
paid 50 cents for the
and you said so. You said your father gave you $2. That's twenty five
$2.
percent. That's 25% of
Yeah, ain't
your
no way we
revenue,
doing that. We're
right?
gonna wash these shits off. We're gonna wash them like a tub inside the. We're gonna put them in the. We're gonna put them in the fountain
Oh my
bowl where all the
god.
water comes out of your mouth goes in. We're gonna wash them off. We're gonna eat them right now. Get all this sand off of them.
Establish yourself as an alpha. You give it 7 seconds for little rounds of down. So guys, hey man. Oh man.
Man. Matter of fact, we're gonna do a podcast just reminiscing about us. Like, cause
Yeah,
kids don't understand what Generation X
right.
went through because we don't talk about it.
Yeah, because
Because of
we
the
we
trauma.
traumatized. Yeah.
We call it Generation X stories, and we're gonna sit here and talk about Gen X stories. You know, that's the kid that does the Gen X. You know, when you ask questions to a Gen X, he always talks to his dad. We're gonna do Gen X stories because I got so many good
See
stories,
those like
great
Yeah.
TikToks
stories.
where like they put them in front of a rotary phone and be like, "All right,
Yeah,
go,
yeah. What y'all know
go,
about this?
go
Use
ahead, use
this.
it."
Have you ever been hit
Yeah,
with
Or
the
man.
had them on like
the phone
a
before?
floppy disk.
Well,
Give them the floppy
I
disk and like,
I I went to a class with some kids and we showed them a copy of a payphone and a rotary phone. And you know what they asked? Why didn't you just use your cell phone?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's what they
yeah.
asked. And it's like, why did you put a quarter in a phone? And why'd you have to turn it like that? Why didn't you just use your cell phone? And we're like, they didn't have cell phones. And you should have saw the look on their face.
They were like, "What?"
What?
Like, yeah, my parents just drop us off at the mall and say, "Here's 2 quarters. Call from the payphone."
Yeah,
They're like, "What?" What if your parents went home? Guess what? The phone wouldn't pay. There's no answering machine service. You'll call back later, wherever they
man.
gone to, and
First
you
of
call
all,
back later. Uh-huh.
see you bougie. You had an answer machine service. Because a lot of people didn't have answer
We didn't have
machines. It
answer
just
machine
okay.
service.
I was about to say it just rung and it
It
rung
rung
and rung,
and it
it rung.
hung up, and you
Yep,
took the quarter out. You walked around the mall for another 30, 40 minutes.
yep,
Then you went back over to the phone again and put it in and hope that
yeah.
somebody was
That's
home.
all. Okay.
And they went to your home. And they were like, Mom, I called twice. I had errands to run. Don't you ask me no questions about what I'm doing. I told you I'll
Oh,
pick you up
remember
when I'm
like
you
home.
try to
I wasn't
call and
home
like,
yet.
and before call waiting and like you get a busy
Yep.
signal.
Yep. The
Somebody else
busy
is on
yeah,
the
signals.
phone. You know, busy signal,
That
and then
yeah.
before call
my
waiting.
nephew was like, "How you talk to your girlfriend?" I said, "On the phone." But you couldn't talk on the phone all the time because it had a busy signal. And my mom be like, "Don't be on that phone all night." So you
I'm be on
talk
that
between
phone
the
all
hours
night.
of 8 and 9 on the phone. He said, "Did you send them messages?" I
And they get
said,
and you charge you
"Only
by the
message you can
minute,
send is through the mail. You have to write a letter, put it in an envelope, and send it to
and they
them.
charge you by
Yeah,
the minute.
They charge you by the
yeah,
minute. Yep,
yeah,
Long distance
yeah.
calls.
yep,
Oh,
by the
you
minute."
talk real quick on a long distance call. Like, hey, how you doing? Blah, 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 blah. All right, talk to you later. That was it, cause you
That
know the
was it.
phone bill, the phone bill.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So it was a big deal when like you met with your out of town relatives, right? Because y'all didn't talk. Y'all didn't talk. There
Yeah.
was no text messages. You
Nope.
couldn't
Was
talk
no
on the phone.
Facebook, no
Yeah,
social media. You
yeah,
didn't know what they were
right,
doing on in their
right,
lives.
right,
Facebook
right.
killed high school
Reunions.
reunions. That's exactly what I'm
Yeah,
gonna
Mm-hmm.
say.
yeah,
Facebook killed high school
yeah,
reunions because they're like,
yeah, man.
I already know what everybody's up to. I don't need to go.
Right,
I already
right,
know what
yeah.
everybody's up to.
Or
They're like,
or even
yeah,
family reunions, yeah. Like when you saw your
right.
cousins or your relatives or aunt whoever, like you all really caught up. You didn't know what they were doing in their lives.
They had one. They had mine, and it was like during the pandemic. It was like 22 or something like that, and then they still went through with it. And I was just like, man, first of all, this is during the pandemic. I'm not gonna go that. Second of all, it was like you just there's a bunch of people there that were just like, yo, I do not want to see them. I ain't risk my life to go see somebody I don't want to see. I already know what they're about. I already
Yeah,
know what they're up to. I already know what their kids look like, what jobs they have. No,
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
yeah. The funk talking about the early cell phones. When you got a cell phone, you were charged like 15 cents message. Yeah,
Or like
Mm-hmm.
charge per text.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Charge
yeah,
per text.
yeah. All that thing. I remember the
Yeah,
Zach Morris cell phones.
Sackmore. Like you're calling in
Yeah.
an airstrike.
Yeah.
You calling in an
Yeah.
airstrike. You're like,
Yeah, right. Phones as big as your
and
head. They charge you like $1 per 30 seconds. All right, I think we need to head on out, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just thinking about it. Like, oh man. Oh,
The good old
we're
days.
Gen X stories. That's gonna be our next podcast. We're gonna have to do it because there's so many. When you just bring Gen X's, tell us your most horrific story as a kid. I remember somebody tried to lure me in the car, but we're gonna say that for Gen X stories.
Oh damn.
Yeah, yeah. I ran home. It was at the bus
Oh
stop.
damn.
Somebody was like,
Damn.
"Hey, come over here. Come over here." And I was like, "No." And so I ran through somebody's backyard, jumped the fence and jumped the other fence and got to my house.
Well, I hopped in the back of a guy's truck because he said he was starting a baseball team. Glad nothing bad happened. He
Oh
was like,
man.
hey, he
Oh
was
man.
he was like a big red truck with a cabin and a
Oh
big press.
man.
And he was like, yo, come here, young man. He was like, I'm starting a baseball team. You want to play? I was like, I love baseball. So I hopped in the back of his truck and he
We
took
were
me to
so
the
about that life. We were
he
so
took
about that life.
he
And
took
you
me to
you
the
had Jeffrey Dahmer in your city. Jeffrey Dahmer was in your city.
and he picked up a bunch of other kids. He picked up a bunch of other kids around the neighborhood and then brought us back to where we were at night.
Thank God that wasn't Diddy.
Thank God it wasn't. I sure as hell jumped in the
Oh
back of
shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh.
the
Stranger danger. Now Defunk said, now we summon strangers to drive us around and handle our food. We do. We do. We
car.
do. We are wild.
Mark said,
We
damn, y'all are Gen X, huh? Yeah, Mark. It
Mark,
was
you have no
real.
idea.
It was
You have
real,
no
Mark.
idea. We used to go out in the woods for fun, Mark. Go out in the woods. Fuck it. Let's go out in the woods. Grab a stick. Grab a stick.
I
I got my
remember in
little knife
Florida,
too.
there was like a little pathway and there like creeks all over in the forest,
Uh-huh.
and there was like
Yeah, man.
huge ass turtles, like a snappy turtle. It was like we were about to go
Yeah.
jump in there and
We
grab it. I had no idea, and then like later on, I found out like what kind of turtle it was, and it's the one that like could snap like a twig in half with its mouth,
Hey man.
and it
We
was like,
collected
bro,
insects. We did,
yeah,
man. We did all kinds of it was crazy. It was
and
crazy.
stuff. I remember like
We did not
gators on
care.
like on
Uh
the school trips. We were like eaten by the water, and then all of a sudden the alligator come out of the water.
yeah,
Yeah,
man. We played on
yeah.
railroad
It's funny
tracks
because like yeah,
with active trains. I mean, we did everything.
speaking of what Defoe said, like when I first started driving Lyft and like Lyft and Uber, I was telling people about that, and then like my cousin-in-law, she was like, but you have like strangers in your car. I was like, yeah, this is what it is. You pick out,
Yep.
it's like, but yeah, it's a thing. It was
Yeah.
easy. I actually liked it, man, because it was just like, dude, you just talk to these people, you hear all their life stories. And that was like, speaking of podcast ideas, that was one of my podcast ideas. I was just gonna record my conversations with these people, and be like, first of all, I just ask them if it was, cool, if I did or not. It's almost like taxi confessions, right?
I was about
But
to say HBO
yeah,
did that with Taxi Cab
yeah,
Confessions.
but nothing like
Yeah.
that crazy. But like, because some of the conversations I had were so fucking interesting, dude. And then it's true because they're like, yeah, I'm never gonna ride with this dude again. I'm telling them whatever, and they're like half, some of them are full on drunk, some of them are tipsy, some just got off a plane. Some people
Yeah,
be
I would
like,
imagine.
yeah. Like this one, I picked up, and she was just telling me her whole life story, man. And it was only, and it was crazy. I was like, man, in my mind, I'm like, man, you're telling me all of this, like, what the hell, like. But then it makes sense because you're like, man, I'm never gonna see this
I'm
person
never see him
again.
again.
I'm never gonna see this person again. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the serial killer says too.
No, I'm saying them, these people.
I
Like,
know
I
it. I know it.
like,
But he's
yeah, yeah.
Ronnie, you can go into business serial killing.
No,
Oh Lord.
like,
Oh
Oh
no,
Lord.
no,
crazy,
they put in for some precautions for that at least some.
crazy
Some.
stuff.
Oh man. Oh, this is wild. Gen X stories may be it. GX stories, call it GX stories or
Hey,
G stories. We
it
just do
was
all
the
kinds of
best of
Gen
times,
stories
man.
because I'm sure
Yeah.
the millennials have stories, and I'm sure Gen Y has stories. I listened to nephew talk, and I listened to Alexis' friend's son talk when he was in high school. I was like, wow, Y'all doing what in high school? Where's the teachers?
Well, the thing is, man, the kids they're having to run into all kinds of other stuff that we,
They are
yeah,
bold
Yeah,
and
crazy
wild.
stuff, yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So,
And
And
I'm like,
teachers
what
can't.
y'all do? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they can't discipline them or even stop them from fighting now.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? So I was watching something. This teacher said, your parents should tell you somebody hit you, hit them back. And this teacher said, well, if you do that, make sure your kids can fight because if they're getting beat up, we can't stop the fight. They said that
Yeah.
only two people in the school can stop fights, and that's the principal and like a PE teacher or something like that.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
or security. Yeah.
or security. Yeah. So yeah, it's wild.
Yep. 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 They just watch it. But now they want teachers to have guns in schools,
Yeah,
which is
that's
even
crazy.
more weird. That's crazy too.
Yeah, that's crazy. We shouldn't do that. We
Not at
shouldn't do
all.
that.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
I don't feel good with guarded officers that have guns in schools.
Yeah. Especially, but yeah, we shouldn't do that.
Tasers
That's
and
a whole,
whatnot. Okay, taser. Okay, that makes
that's a whole,
sense.
whole nother topic.
Some of these
Yo,
kids are big.
yeah, yeah. So this kid, yeah, I ain't fighting some of these big ass kids. Shoot your punk ass.
Shoot you
That's
with
why
a
I'm in.
taser. Bzzz.
That's why I'm in the gym right now. So when I run across one of these big ass kids,
That being said, we're gonna end the show.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of one of these kids.
No, you're not. You talking crazy.
The Geekish Network does not condone
Don't violence.
be,
Yeah.
beating up kids.
Yes,
So please.
Randy. Randy's thinking about his daughter right now. She got him triggered because she be beating up on him all day. She be telling him what's up and who's who in that house. I be hearing her in the background. He be tiptoeing around her. She come in the room like Debo. He's sucking his chain and everything.
I can't believe I said I'm tired, man. It's
Oh,
1 o'clock on the East Coast,
oh.
so almost. Can't see what I said. I'm gonna need y'all to edit that. I can't be that.
Okay. With that being said, thank you all for tuning in. Shout out to the Funk for curating our stories. Shout out Rodney for being a great technical producer and director as always. Shout out to Mark. Also, Rodney, you all is handling all our social media and he's crushing it right now, making our
Yeah.
videos and stuff for us. He's crushing it. Shout out to Digital Click for doing our overlays for us and providing some marketing materials for us. If you have a need for any marketing materials or you need a marketing strategy, reach out to Digital Click. Um, and shout out to anybody else. And please like and subscribe us. Please hit that like button at the bottom of your screen. Share us. We're across all social media as the Geekish Network. And you can see us on different platforms, streaming on different platforms at the same time. So we're on Twitch, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we are on TikTok, we are everywhere. So y'all can come and see us, meet up with us. All right, then. Thank you all. Y'all have a good weekend, and we'll see you Monday morning. Peace. No, we won't see you Monday. Actually, we won't. It's Founders Day. It is my birthday. That means we
Oh,
have no shows on Monday.
I'm a horrible person because I was just about to
Founders
say, what's going
Day.
on Monday?
Yeah, we won't have a show on Monday. So we
Damn,
won't be here Monday.
Randy, is you like, how you forgetting your boys? You
Man,
guys
because I'm
grew
a
up
guy.
together. You
It
guys
doesn't
grew up
matter.
together. You guys
I
live
told y'all because
together.
He said
because
y'all live together.
You guys
we
live
did. We
We
did.
together.
did. We did.
And I surely, but like I told, like the only person in my life whose birthday I know like my wife's, my daughter's, I know
Man,
Chuck's
I
mom,
won't.
and
He
my
knows my
mom's.
mom's birthday.
I know his mom's birthday
Man,
and
the
my
only reason why
sister's.
I know some people's birthdays is because of fucking Facebook, man.
Yeah,
Yes.
right. I know it would have
Yes.
came up on.
Because I'm on
But somebody be
Facebook,
like,
man.
"When's Chuck's birthday?" I'll be like, "It's in June." I'd be like, "The early part of June."
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
So we'll be off on Monday, you guys. For anybody in the chat,
Happy early birthday.
look at Mark. Happy birthday, old man. Oh man, you have no idea, Mark. You have no idea how old I am. Oh man.
He
Oh
knows.
man.
He just listens to us talk about
I know it. Us going into woods with sticks and
He knows how
swords
old we
with
are.
little blades, fighting
He
each other
don't
on
have
a
to ask. He
Tuesday.
don't have to ask. Oh yeah, we already told
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
And
We
We
already
go.
told
We
him.
drank from water hoses.
Yeah,
he
we drank
put
from
Ben
water hoses.
Cisco's voice in Ben Cisco's voice.
we
Yes,
already,
it goes away.
we already told him how old we
Oh
are, man.
yeah. Oh man. Oh man.
Dude,
Oh
so
man.
anyway, this is how
Man,
old
I
I.
I
This is
I,
how old I
I
am. I had the original Atari. I
oh
had the
yes,
original
yes.
Atari, bro.
Channel 3 or channel 4? What channel
Channel
you use?
three. Channel
See,
three.
exactly.
It didn't even have. It was Pong, and then it was like combat. That's how.
Mm-hmm. You had the little
Oh god.
paddles. You had that one button on it. Oh man.
Ah,
All right.
beautiful, beautiful.
The Chuck remembers when this was all farmland. Almost. Almost. So, Mark, my neighborhood was like the last neighborhood in the city, and then farms came right behind it. And it was nothing but farms. Now my parents live in a subdivision in what used to be all farmland and a prison.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Prison's
Oh,
still there.
the prison's still there, and they let people walk in and
Farmland is
out of it.
gone. Yeah, it's not. It's neighborhoods now, but the
The
prison's
neighborhood's
still
there,
there. They
prison's
got
still
yeah.
there. There used to be nothing but farmlands out
Uh,
there. We used to ride our bikes up to the farmlands, like, let's go push up and push over cows. The most dangerous thing you can ever do is push over a cow
I ain't never pushed over no
and,
cow.
and go
That's
mess with horses. And go
yeah,
mess with horses. We should have
yeah.
known better. But we used to throw lawn darts at each other too. Mark's like, what's a lawn dart? That's we're gonna talk about that in
Uh,
generations, geek generations. That's what we can call the show, geek generation.
Lord, Lord, Lord.
All
with,
right.
with that being said, thank you all. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
Peace.